Hello, my name is George, and today I'm going to be talking to you, showing you around a little game called Burgers to Biceps. It's a little game me and my partner Camille put together in a few weeks, and it teaches healthy workout habits, how to work out, how to better yourself through working out, proper diet, proper sleep, and it's for about 75% of Americans, I'd say. Our educational advisor, Mr. Tate, helped us a lot by giving tips. And another thing, I'd also like to give a shout out to Camille for not being here today. Here we see the actual game. You got the main menu, how to play here. It shows the user the basic information required to play if he doesn't know. Achievements, the really only progression system in this game. The game is really, it's all about getting your character to be more healthy and stuff like that. You can't really track progression like that, so we tracked it with achievements. You get achievements for doing stuff, and this is the final achievement you get for unlocking everything, but obviously after that you can keep playing and keep having fun and stuff like that. You press play, you can create a character by pressing new. I'm not going to do that. I'll have my character. You fill out his stats, weight 50 kilograms, height 150 centimeters. You click on any food, you got a bunch of descriptions, and so to help you decide whether you should eat that or not. You can add a bunch of foods, you can eat that. And that gives you energy to actually work out. You can select a thing, pick how many sets, 5 sets, do 5 reps, and you can do this workout. And if you perform it successfully, which means you have the energy, the strength, and all that stuff to perform it, you do perform it. And then it shows right here. So you lose some weight, and then you gain some biceps, which makes them a bit bigger, obviously. Then, I've shown you workout, you could also sleep. Optimal sleeping time here is 9 hours, obviously. There you go. Once you sleep, all the calories you have turn into fat, because if you don't use them, they just turn into fat when you sleep. And that's really that's basically it. But it's really a lot more than that, because you got all these systems. You can work out, eat, sleep, and you can play with that. Basically, it's not really a game about progression. It's more of a simulator, because this really shows you about how working out really changes you as a character, how diet helps, how it doesn't help, how proper sleeping helps. A basic GUI event in our program is something such as pressing the play button, which switches panels. This event is shown in the code here in our main menu J panel, which right here in the action performed method. Since the function of switching panels is triggered by the press of a button, when it calls action performed when the action listener hears that the button is pressed, and for the case of play button, which switches to play panel, it calls Biceps frames card layout, and it shows the play panel. There are many examples of data conversion in my program, and here's one of them. This is the isCapable method in the Biceps calculator, and what it does is it checks to see if the character is capable of performing the workout that the user is attempting to perform. So in this first if-else statement, it's checking to see if it is the running on the treadmill workout, and if that is the case, then it has its own set of cases here. And it returns true or false to see if the user is capable or not. And here else, this is for all the other cases, and it checks here to see if the reps that are requested are less than the maximum amount of reps, and if there aren't twice as many reps as sets, and if the energy and available calories is enough to perform the workout. An example of file use in my program would be the chartdata.txt file, which is the file that stores all the information, as you can see here, about the character, his weight, his height, his strength, and his achievements. This file is worked with here it's worked in 2 methods here. There's the save data and the retrieve data method. This is save data here, and retrieve data right here. Save data saves all the current variables into the save data method with this convention. It has the name of the variable and then the actual variable, and then retrieve data retrieves the data by finding the line that has the indicator for that specific variable, and then getting the double variable, the
data type of the variable.